Okay, so hopefully the audio is working. Starting a bit late, so it took quite a bit to get the audio to work. I just need a little second. Um, all right, so welcome to the town hall for the Canadian Hard of Hearing Association of the Young Adults Network. I am Alexandria. I'll be presenting for everyone today. And we do have some board members attending. We have Clovis, Keegan, Hannah, as well as Hart, I believe, and Leanna. My apologies if I did miss some people. So if you guys have any questions during the town hall, please let us know via the online forum, not the online forum, the live feed on YouTube. The board members will be reviewing it, and they'll either be answering your questions through that or they'll be sending it to me, and I will respond to it when I get it. It does look like some people are having some trouble joining, so I'll just wait for a second. Okay, so I also have a lot up right now, so it's a little bit hard to keep track of everything. So for what we'll be covering for our table of contents is what is the Young Adults Network, introduction to the board, as not everybody knows us, and we haven't met everybody. So I'll be covering things that we're rolling out and things that we're carrying forward from the last board. So things that we're carrying forward would be the Yan Corner, and then things that we will be initiating is the poster, new things for fundraising, the newsletter, and then the YouTube webinar, as well as we're carrying forward the website as well. But we are in the process of updating it. So what is the Young Adults Network? Um, Most of the time we refer it to it as Yan, but for the purpose of this live stream, I'll be saying the full acronym, as the captioning is not able to caption that correctly. So, what is the Young Adults Network? It's a non-profit branch of the Canadian Hard of Hearing Association National. So, like, national is it as a whole, and then there's all these little branches underneath it, like the BC branch, the Newfoundland and Labrador branch, as well as the Young Adult Network. So, just a second. Okay, so the inclusion criteria is not like limited to, but we aim to help the hard of hearing young adults population from the ages of 18 to 35. And this can be any sort of hearing loss. There's no like requirements for when exactly you got it or if you were born with it. It's just we're open for everyone. So what we strive to do is we strive to provide support for everyone, and this can be things like providing resources, so resources in order to be able to communicate with others and just how to approach different situations. Because I know that through our Facebook group, I and like other people have come forward with questions. One of the questions that I brought forward to the group for just from the youth forum last year is I play ultimate frisbee competitively, but one of the issues I had was my CI kept falling off. So, and that's not a question that I can just really go around asking anyone, how do you deal with this problem? So it's nice having that, having somebody who's able to relate to the problem and also help me out with it. So just having that connection helps validate your concerns. So also, one of the things we intend to do is, or hope to do, is foster a connection between everyone. So last year, the last board managed to host the youth forum in Ottawa, and that was really cool. I think we had around 75 people attend that. Many of us are still in contact with each other. Some of us have still visited. I have like traveled across Canada to visit each other, so I think that's really neat. And then we also want to be able to educate the general community, so this also includes the hearing population. Yeah. So moving on to the introductions of our board. Hopefully this works correctly. Oopsies, it does not. Oopsies. Okay, this is just going to take a second. I just have to upload this to the stream because, yeah. So I'll just be a couple minutes. It worked before. Oh, okay, so hopefully this works. Yes. Okay, so two more questions, or two more. Um, okay, so here's Leanna's intro, and there's one more after that. Okay, so one more. Oops, not this one. Where did it go? Sorry. Oh, shit. A second. It's supposed to be captioning on this, so I put captioning on this. Let me see if I can get it to show up here. Okay, so it's definitely supposed to show, but it's just not. YouTube. Okay, there we go. Let me just check to make sure that it's the correct thing that's showing. Perfect. Uh, all right, so I ironed out that wrinkle. Let's get rid of that. Okay, so back to the Townhall slides. And there's captioning. So, just a second. Okay, so one of the things we're doing for one of the things we're rolling out is bringing awareness to the bringing awareness to the hard of hearing population that we haven't yet reached out to. And one of the ways we're looking to do this is create a poster. And we're doing this in partnership with Tazin, which is one of our talented hard of hearing people. So he is creating our poster for us, and we're busy collaborating over that. So we're anticipating to release that at the end of August. And the main purpose is just to spread awareness that the community exists. As most of us have only heard about this organization through word of mouth, which, while great, is not really ideal because word of mouth is quite slow. Yeah, so it makes us wonder how many people we haven't found yet. Yeah, so we're basically intending to post this poster in accessibility offices for universities and colleges where permitted, as well as in any audiologists clinics and just hearing clinics in general. And if you guys have any ideas for spreading the word, please let us know. There's quite chances are we haven't thought of it yet, and we very much appreciate input from the community. So next up, oops, I did move over. We have formed a membership committee on the board, and it's only, I think, 4 or 5 of us. It's quite new, so I don't remember who exactly is on it right now. And I believe we have passed the motion for Tasha being our chair. Yeah, and the main purpose of this committee is just to ensure that the membership database is up to date, as well as recruit and retain those members. So we just made this committee, and our roles and responsibilities are ever changing. So we're not, what I tell you right now, it might not be the same later on. So just a second. Okay, oopsies. Just checking to make sure there's no questions. Let's see. Okay, so for fundraising, we're limited on funds. We're doing everything we can to raise funds. So right now we have our annual fundraiser, Here to Lead, which is formerly known as Walk to Here. And this is virtual, as we are technically a virtual network. So our fundraiser is online, and this will be running this year from mid-September to mid-November. The funds raised will go towards our next leadership retreat, which is generally held, I think, at the same time as the national conference. I think the day before or something. Not too familiar with it. And then we're accepting donations through the Canada Helps platform. We have made a page for that, so yeah. And then all our details that we have for this will be released via email, social media, as well as within the Facebook group. I have a slide later about which social media platforms we're on right now. If you guys have any questions, please reach out to Keegan, our treasurer, or Leanna, the young adults representative. And then continuing on to the next slide, one of the things we've done already is one of the avenues for getting funding was applying for a certain grant with the Canadian government. So in partnership with the Canadian Hard of Hearing Association National, we have applied for funding that supports programs related to employment opportunities and skills development for young adults with hearing loss. So right now, we're just waiting for a response. It's a very time-consuming process, but yeah, it's worth it. So we're looking into applying for more grants. So if you have if you know any other funding avenues, please let us know. There's chances that we don't know. We're always searching for new things. So next up for Yen Corner, this is an initiative that we are continuing on from last board. And many of you have seen these articles as we post them on the Facebook group. And it's once a month, an article is posted through the I Listen e-newsletter, which is from the Canadian Hard of Hearing Association National. So we don't host that newsletter, it's just the national board that hosts it. So Clovis is in charge of this. She's always looking for new ideas and articles. So if you want to contribute or you want to hear about something, please let him know, because he's the one that plans out that whole aspect. So next up we have newsletter. So the newsletter is a new initiative by this board, and same contact as the last one is also Clovis. He likes to write, so what else is more fitting than putting Clovis on this? So the anticipated frequency of this is quarterly or semi-annual, so either two to 4 times a year. This is exclusively generated by the Young Adults Network community for our community. So the content will be, it'll cover anything of interest. So it could be anything from post-secondary transition, lifestyles, changes, anything. Yeah. So if you think you have something to write about or you want to hear about something, just let us know. Try us. If you're not sure, we will find something to write about. We'll find a way to make your topic writable if you think it's not. So, yeah. And moving on to the YouTube webinar. Our contacts for this is Hannah and Jennifer, and the purpose is providing a platform a platform for members or just anyone in general for people to learn, as well as ask questions or contribute resources to our community. And currently we're looking for topic and series suggestions. So if you have any ideas, also please let us know in the comments or email us, email Hannah or Jennifer. Always looking for ideas. And then the webinars will be hosted twice a year via the Canadian Hard of Hearing Association platform. I'm not quite sure what link that is, but we will definitely let you know. This is in partnership, I think, with the National, as they're letting us use their platform. And then website. So our contact, I think, for this is Sophie, as she's the one who has been building it. Our anticipated launch date is September. I'm hoping it'll be a little bit earlier, but we'll see how that goes. This features anything you'll typically find on any website. So like our board, our contact information, about us, and then plans and events, like plans for the future, things that we're doing right now, and then events, which I will talk about right soon. And then one of the other things is anonymous questions, because I found, and as other people find, is that when questions are posted, typically you're not the only person that has that question. It's just that you're the one who has finally mustered up the courage to actually post it, and that takes a lot. So we're hoping that by putting this anonymous questions feature on our website, that we can alleviate some of that stress and let people ask their questions that they have inside of them. And then compliments and complaints, even just ideas as well. It's always nice to hear feedback, constructive feedback on how we can improve. So please use that option if something is bothering you or something is making like, what's the word? You're just happy about something. So next up, we have our summer camp for 2020. Oopsies. And we have talked about this a little bit on the Facebook group. We recognize that not everybody is on the Facebook group. So for the summer camp in next year, this is in partnership with the IFHOYAP, the International Federation of Hard of Hearing Young People. And so currently this is going to be hosted in Calgary, Alberta, at the Mount Royal University. The tentative date was for August 9th to 14th, and the age limitation would be 18 to 35 years of age. And then the activities at this point are all completely tentative, and we're open to new ideas. Is hiking, horseback riding, climbing, and then day trips to, I think, the Rockies. So it'll be quite fun, a lot of fun. Yeah, we're really looking forward to it. And then, so right now we're just working on applying for funding, as well as just to try and get costs down. And then our registration is anticipated to be around $400 Canadian, not including flight costs. But we are looking to alleviate that somehow. So if you have any ideas, let us know. So for social media, all of these icons should be clickable, but I'm not sure anymore because I converted it to Google presentation. So I think that's why things didn't work. But we are on Twitter. We are on Instagram. Currently, we have Hart and Bowen, both the president of this board and the president of IFHOYAP, traveling through BC, just meeting the hard of hearing people and the teachers of the deaf. So if you want to follow that, it's on Instagram. And then we're on Facebook. We have a Facebook group. We have a page, but I think we're still figuring out things with that. So it's not, the link is not in there yet. And then we are on LinkedIn. That's new. Please follow us. And then we have YouTube as well, which if you're watching this, you're currently on it. So one of the things about these accounts is we have reset most of the accounts, and we've changed all the handles. So all of them should be the same or very similar. So they should all be CHHA Young Adults. And we're working on generating new content. So please give us a follow. We appreciate it. And then, so, yeah, and in addition to giving it a follow, if you know anybody who's hard of hearing, or even just through somebody else, like a friend of a friend, please let them know, because chances are they've never heard of this association, because I didn't hear about it until just last year, and I'm in my mid-20s, so I'm quite certain they would appreciate it. Yeah. Then, updates. Our Facebook group now has rules. They're pretty much common sense rules. I think the main one being, the main one to note is that just to be aware that certain topics can be sensitive to other people and not sensitive to others. So if somebody is like expressing anything of concern and you don't agree with that topic, be careful with how you voice it, because chances are other people want to know. But also, if you don't agree with somebody's opinion on the post, recognize that it's their opinion and everybody has their own perspectives on certain things. Not everybody is going to agree. Just be careful how you approach that. And the only reason really that we made these rules is we're trying to grow the community, and with growing the community comes conflict sometimes. So we're just trying to prevent that from occurring. And then next, we have new email addresses. I think this is the third set of new email addresses, but this is the last set of new email addresses. And I really highly doubt at this point that there will be any more changes to our email addresses, because at this point it will require a motion to do that, and I don't think it will pass. Yeah, and that will be available, I think, on our Facebook group, but it will be available on our website. Yeah. So, if you have any ideas, as I mentioned many times in my presentation, please let us know. And if you want to contribute, we're quite happy to have anyone contribute in terms of like content or partnerships, because like our poster, we're in partnership with Tazin. With our newsletter, we're working on partnering with Karina, so that's quite exciting. It's also it helps with giving employable skills, like you can put it on your resume, that sort of thing. We're quite happy to give you letters of reference letters. And also, what do you want to see from us? So, is there a preference on how you receive information and updates from us? Do you want to see it by email? Do you want to see it by the Facebook group, or like which social media accounts? Yeah. So, if you have any questions, please let us know. Quite happy to answer them. Just gonna check because I may have missed some. So. Um, it's also having some trouble finding where I went live. I don't know where I went live. Yeah, so if you have any questions, please let us know. Yeah, just either message us in the stream and we'll get back to you, or message us via the yanbod at chha.ca website, the yanbod.ca at chha.ca. Yeah, anyways, thanks for attending. Quite appreciate it.